Welcome back to the E Show. This is episode number 22. Once again, my name is Neil Ravin. I'm the Director of Communications for the Eastern Hockey League, and this week's guest, Tim Kunes, the head coach of the New England Wolves in his first season as the head coach. Welcome to the E Show, Tim.
Yeah, thanks, Neil. Thanks for having me.
So today's a very big day for your organization. Obviously, at both levels this past season, the Wolves are recognized as the Humanitarians of the Year. This is the biggest event. This is the JBT night, where you guys, raise money and awareness for the Cure Starts Now Foundation. What does this mean, for your organization and the community in Laconia?
Yeah, this is a real exciting day for us. Last year, being honored as the Humanitarians of the Year in both EHL and EHLP, that was a huge honor for us as well. This is a small community up here. I think maybe different from a lot of programs in in our league. So to have an impact on the community is certainly a goal of ours. And tonight with the JBT game, this is really for a great cause, and I think we have raised already over $25,000, and we expect to raise some more at the door here tonight.
And with this one game in particular, how did this become like the biggest event for you guys?
Yeah, this was John Bradley Thompson was a local kid here in the community, so being involved with something that can not only benefit children all over the country, but also someone who is close in our community. It's like a no-brainer for us when we could be involved with something like this.
So not to take away at all from what JBT, the meaning of tonight's game, but there's also a meaning for your team. You're in the middle of a playoff race right now. You have 13 games left. If the playoffs started today, obviously you'd be on the outside looking in. What's it going to take from your team tonight and then, down the stretch to try and get back inside that playoff picture?
Yeah, well, first off, for tonight, the game obviously is very important from a playoff standpoint. I think also it's not lost on the kids that kind of the emotions, and we should have a lot of people in the building here. I think last year we had around 600 people, so we're expecting a good crowd tonight. So I don't think our players should have any trouble getting up for the game tonight. Going forward here, trying to make the playoffs, every game is important. That's kind of obvious. You want to win every single game. I think the good part about our schedule is that we face the teams that we're trying to catch to make the playoffs. So we really kind of control our own fate here, and trying to get into the playoffs. We can only win one game at a time. So we can't look forward. We can't look ahead. We just have to stay focused on the 2 points that are available tonight.
And one of your leaders this season happens to be one of the youngest players in the EHL. Dom Marcinkiewicz, a 2001 birth year, has just turned heads all year long. Obviously, he's a top candidate for the Rookie of the Year award. What has this impact meant to your team this season?
Yeah, Dom's been certainly, like you said, an impact player for our team. I think as of yesterday, I think he had the most goals in the league. So being one of the youngest players and to have a stat line like that is very impressive. But he's also really important to our team. We certainly count on him to provide a lot of offense. He's a hard worker, and he can play really fast when he's at the top of his game. So he's going to be very important for us going down the stretch. He's going to be one of the guys who can help us make the playoffs here.
And Dom is, of course, one of the players that's received some accolades throughout the season. Obviously, he's not the only player on your team. There are a lot of other guys that, have helped contribute to your success this season. Are there other players that we should watch that maybe won't show up in the box score as much, maybe some commits coming soon from the Wolves?
Yeah, absolutely. We have, I think we'll have a number of commitments that should be coming together here soon. I think just from our kind of older players, we have Zach Wagner is a 98 born. He'll be making his college commitment soon. He's a real heavy player and power forward. He definitely helps our team. We have Nick Brewer is another 98 born who's a terrific skater who can help us transition the puck from the back end. Some of the younger players on the team, obviously our captain, DJ Schwenke, who was on the team last year. He's a key part of our offense. And I also have to mention Declan House, who's another young player, 2001, from the back end, who really drives the offense from back there.
So there you have it, folks. It's a very special night tonight in Laconia. Both Wolves teams are facing off against the Connecticut Chiefs. The first game, the EHLP game, is at 4:20. The second game, the EHL game, is at 7:15. All of the league staff will be there, and as you heard Tim say, they expect up to 600 fans as well. If you can't make it to the game, you can watch it on Hockey TV, and we'll see you tonight at the rink. Tim?
All right, thanks, Neil. And I could also add that Mark Kumpel will be participating in the shootout, so you don't want to miss that, I know.
An early favorite, of course.
Yeah.
Thanks, Tim. We'll see you tonight.
All right, thanks, Neil.